Hi, everybody. I wanted to put up a quick video about my interview, my first interview as a Redfin Acquisition Specialist, and something else that happened that was unexpected not too long after that. So you wouldn't believe how many times I made this video. This is probably like my fourth or fifth one, but real quick. So I had an interview for the acquisition specialist, and briefly, it's basically Redfin's iBuy program. It's called Redfin Now, where they're purchasing homes from sellers. I think this is a bit different from how these pension programs, these hedge funds, Zillow, I think they're doing it a bit differently. I'm not going to get into all of that right now. But this is them trying to purchase homes from sellers. The base pay. So my first interview was a over the phone interview. And she basically, Molly was my interviewer, and she asked me to tell her about my background, of course, as a realtor. And she did ask if I had any personal experiences in buying an investment property, renovating it, flipping it, things like that. So that was pretty much the interview in a nutshell. So be ready if you apply for this position. Definitely be ready to talk about yourself, and be bubbly about it too, because I think they're looking for people who are really easy to talk to, who doesn't have a problem controlling a conversation. This position is a W-2 employee position. She did send me some information on their benefits. They do have medical, dental, things like that. It's a job. It's a 9 to 5. Well, technically it's 9 to 6, Monday through Friday. She did say I won't be out in the field much if I get the job. It's remote work from home, or I can go into the office. The base pay is roughly between like 55 and 60 a year, and they do have bonuses. But the bonuses don't seem like they add up to that much. She said, in her words, up to $7,500 yearly for the bonuses. So the one drawback from this is, well, this isn't the drawback, but you have to hang your license with Redfin, and you can't go out and sell any properties. You can't go help any buyers or sellers. So even if you wanted to just still be a realtor to bring in you some extra cash, she said, no, you can't do that. She said you could do like maybe 3 or 4 a year, like 1 a quarter for close family and friends. But outside of that, you really can't. They don't want you to be a realtor. And I didn't really get into all of that with her. The second interview is actually tomorrow. I had this interview 2 days ago on Friday. My next interview is tomorrow, and this is a series of interviews. It's 3 back-to-back-to-back interviews. They're a half-hour piece, and this will be virtual. The first one was over the phone. This one is going to be virtual. Now, they must really want people to get the job, because she sent me an email basically giving me some homework to do and telling me like, hey, this is what the next interview is going to be like. These are some possible questions. Or she might have actually sent me some actual questions they're going to ask. And she sent me some reading material to just brush up on, I guess, what Redfin does and their mission statements, because that's pretty much how these next 3 interviews are going to go. So this evening, I'm going to be just kind of reading through those things. Now, here is I wish I could find a word for it, but here is something that happened that I wasn't expecting to happen. So I applied for, I'm in Maryland. I'm in the state of Maryland, and I applied for the acquisition specialist. I applied for the real estate agent. I applied for the associate agent. And I think I applied for one more position. It was some kind of management position. So I applied for all of those. The associate agent position, I did a video interview for that. But then they said they weren't hiring in this area for that. And when I went on their website, the associate agent position isn't posted, but they still let me put in the video interview. So I'm thinking that when they do start hiring for it, they might pick from folks who've already done the video, first, or, they'll go through that batch. Um, but then I got the interview for the acquisition specialist and I did that. Um, she scheduled the interview, the three back-to-back interviews for tomorrow. And then not too long after I got that email, I got another email stating that they wanted to interview me for the real estate agent. Um, so I got that set up for February 4th. Honestly, I mean, I was settling into the fact that if I got the job as the acquisition specialist, I mean, the pro is, hey, you're making 60K and you're working from home. I mean, 60K is not a lot of money, but being able to work from home, you don't have to go anywhere, and we homeschool our children. It was just like, all right, well, it's not going to be fast paced anymore, and I'm just going to be 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, working from home. That was a big pro. And I think I've heard that they also like help you, they might give you a cell phone or pay for your cell phone plan, something along those lines, and reimburse you for some things. But I didn't get into all of that. I'll ask those questions tomorrow. Um, then, after I started to kind of acquiesce myself to, all right, I'm just going to be sitting still all day, um, the real estate agent uh, email came through, and I'm like, okay, this is cool because you can make way more money as a realtor, just actually being a realtor, of course. And that's what my main concern was because my wife doesn't work. I'm the one that works, and 60K a year, um, it would have been fine. I mean, we're in the process of getting rid of some of our debt anyway, and downsizing on a lot of things. We're going down to one vehicle, um, and I'm selling one of my vehicles now that I have a monthly payment on, and probably going to just purchase a used vehicle. But the 60K wasn't bad. It just kind of sucked that I couldn't get out there and make more money as a realtor, or only do like one a quarter. So, but now that the real estate agent position, they're going to interview me for that. Um, I think I'd rather do the realtor position just because it's just more money. Um, Now I know, I've been looking. I'm a partner realtor for Redfin right now. And if you guys don't know what that is, they actually send me leads that they don't want to um, handle or deal with, and they send them to me, and I pay them 30% if we close. I think they actually just went up on that. But anyway, I've been a Redfin partner realtor for several years, um, which is fine. It's good. I think I lost my train of thought. But anyway, I was just saying that I've been researching Redfin jobs for a while, not researching, doing my homework on it for a while now. And there was a lot of cons. And one of the cons I always used to see was like, there's no work-life balance. They work you. I didn't see work you to death, but I kept seeing people say there wasn't no work-life balance. Um, Basically just a lot of work and you're ripping and running. But then I started thinking like, well, I mean, well, that's a realtor. That's what we do. Unless you've structured your business around certain times. But if you're a realtor, you're normally out and about when most folks are off from work, which is the weekends and the evenings. And you can get pretty busy when you have a few deals. I mean, if you're a single realtor, I mean, things could get hectic with just one deal, let alone, I mean, let yourself have like maybe 2, 3, 4 deals going at once. It can get pretty hectic. So I didn't quite understand the cons when I saw that online, when people were saying like, oh, it's no balance. You're constantly, your phone's ringing all the time and you're working almost every day. And I'm like, I think that's just a realtor, folks. I mean, unless you have a good team set up, or you're a manager of a team and you're not the one ripping and running. I mean, if you're just solo, dolo, I mean, that's the life of a realtor. So, but anyway, I'm excited about this. I'll have the interview tomorrow for the acquisition specialist. and I'll let you know what happens with that. And then I'll let you know what happens with the Realtor real estate agent specialist. If you want to know more about the partner realtor program, drop me some questions down in the comments. All right, peace.